And now, from Glasgow.
So, hello, welcome to this week's channel update. Some really good stuff been happening this week. The first thing is I am now earning. I have reached the first stage of where I want to be on the earning from YouTube. Where I want to be is 1,000 subs with 4,000 watch hours so that I can gain money from the advertising rather than you guys still watching adverts and I'm getting nothing for it. I've opened up memberships and super thanks and things like that, and I'm not going to stop anybody from giving, but I'm not asking anybody because I like people. It's like when I will help a channel by watching their videos, and then the adverts come on. I'll try and watch the videos. Everyone's happy. I am now up to 934 subs, which is up 5 subs week on week. 43 watch hours in the last week, with my top video being channel update, followed by the Eddie Stobart, followed by my diary. I'll talk about the diary in a minute. I've had 488 views, the most being the channel update. Oddly enough, the diary's got more views than the Eddie Stobart, but the Eddie Stobart's got more watch hours. Does that mean it's boring? I don't know. Right, so what's been happening? So, last week, Monday, last week was the RoboCop, I've forgotten which issue it was, RoboCop 23 and 24. This Monday is going to be ET. It's primarily an ET week this week. I've said before that I'm banging in some extra ETs. Now, normally it goes RoboCop one week, ET the next. I'm just chucking some ETs in on the Tuesday. There are no Warhammer still, so I'm just using that slot. So tomorrow will be ET issues 12 and 13. Last Tuesday was ET 11, and then I'll do 14 and 15 next week. Wednesday was Eddie Stobart. Now I showed the full unedited version of me doing the rubberized floor. I haven't been able to get the wooden floor done yet, and I'm not going to get that done till I go back on holiday, so there will be no Wednesday video for a while. I'm thinking as I'm talking. Let me come back to Wednesday in a bit. So there is still no gauntlet, but there's been a gauntlet. Next pack has been paid for, so I'm confident that in 2 weeks there will be another gauntlet. There's nothing on the Friday yet. That's the Lancaster Day, and Saturday there's nothing at the moment. Now, I want to do a review of Doctor Who. It's something that I've really been getting into. I have my thoughts on reviewers, and I have my thoughts on the actual Doctor Who. So I would like to do Doctor Who reviews. And as I was explaining my week, I just suddenly realised I've got a slot on Wednesday. So I'm going to release my first video Wednesday. Now, because the season's already started, I want to do the latest issue this Wednesday. Then what I want to do is I want to go back to the first issue of the season, and I'll do some reviews, and I'll do a catch-up review. But I'm thinking for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to do a review. Now, I'm going to do it slightly different from most other reviewers. I don't have the in-depth knowledge of Doctor Who all the way from back in the black and white days. I don't know the ins and the outs, um, but what I do know is my thoughts on it. And I watch a few analysis videos, and I agree with some and I disagree with some. Um, One of the things about Doctor Who is that people are saying it has an agenda. And what I'm starting to notice now is that there are people with an agenda talking about Doctor Who, claiming that has an agenda. And I won't say it's got me riled up, but it's something that I would like to do my response to. So what I'm going to do is I will do the Doctor Who review for Wednesday. I will then do catch-up episodes. Then from next week, I will do. I'll watch because I managed to watch Doctor Who at the midnight when it comes out on the iPlayer, especially now I'm in the hotel. Um, I'll wait for a couple of response videos to come out. There's two people in particular that I would wait to watch, and their views tend to be slightly different from each other. And then bearing in mind what they've said, bearing in mind what some couple of friends say, and my thoughts, I will then release a video. Obviously, if you're not into Doctor Who, it's not going to interest you. But obviously, I want it to be a kind of a discussion. I don't want one of these keyboard warrior matches. There will be people who disagree with me. So, yeah, that's that. This is going to be a really short update, isn't it? So, as you can see from the headphones, I have been down to London. I have collected all my things from the hotel. I brought them up to the new hotel. So I now have decent, well, I say decent sound quality. I have some sound quality. So all my diaries are going to be that much more watchable because of the sound quality. Which is fantastic. The diaries, I'm really happy with the diaries. For me, I've been really down this last couple of weeks, and I wondered if taking a break might help, which it possibly has a little bit. Now I've got all of my stuff because I had a couple of models I was going to do. I wasn't going to paint them. I was just going to make them. And I didn't have any trimmers, any clippers. But I had an absolutely brilliant idea. I think is an absolutely brilliant idea. Something that I've touched on before is I've been watching a YouTuber called D-Train. I think his name is D-Train. And what he does is he does these what if. He's kind of made up a country and he has his own air force and everything. Now, the Scottish National Show, one of the categories they have for competition is a what if. I think a lot of places do what if. They also have a Scottish category. And I looked at that a couple of years ago. I saw this and I thought, I've got to build a model on the what if Scotland got independence. So I'm kind of thinking of combining that with D-Train and coming up with a... Does anyone remember the program Sliders, where they would go off to these alternative universes? And I might be talking about the wrong program, but basically up to a certain point, the Earth in two universes are exactly the same, and suddenly they veer off. Now, as most of you know, Scotland had a referendum a few years back, and the overall vote was to remain part of the UK, and that's how it is. So I'm kind of thinking of taking some model making down the direction of let's parallel universe, if you like, and what if Scotland had got independence. And what's the very first thing? You're obviously going to have your own military. You've got to train pilots, haven't you? So here I have two models, which I think I will build as a what if Scotland was independent kind of air force. Basic, well, they're advanced trainers. Um, you know, see how it goes. Just an idea I had. Anyway, guys, that's my thoughts and things for the week. My training on the buses continues this week. This will be a good opportunity. I have a little bit of spare time every evening now. Um, and that's all I can think of, to be honest with you. Not a lot going on, really. Not much modelling being done. There won't be much modelling in the next couple of weeks. Um, I may still go down the routes of I might be building this. I'll probably be doing it off camera, or I may just film it on my phone or something and say, "Oh, this is what I've got up to." The reason I am building this is because two things. I have another 48 scale Mustang. I'm trying to hold this so I can see. I have an Edward. I got this as part of a mystery box, and I'm very happy to get it because I have not done bare metal for a long, long time. So I wanted to use this as a bare metal practice. So I'm probably going to build it with no paint, just as something to do. And then when I take it home, I'm going to paint it silver. And then when I feel I'm ready, I can then build the Edward version, which I suspect is much, much better than this. And yeah, so this is just going to be built just as a not painting it at all. That's it really. Really short update. I do apologise. I'm still going to be watching some films. I don't know what to watch yet. I haven't had any feedback on films to watch. But that's what we've got coming up this week. All the usual stuff. Please share, like, share, subscribe. And then hopefully I can get my channel up to 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours, and I can start putting lovely adverts on the channel for you to watch, and then I can start earning some money to monetize the channel. I know this channel's not going to make me big bucks, and I'm not really interested either. It's kind of more my retirement plan. If I can make a few quid a month, it'll get me through retirement then, won't it, for something to do. Anyway, so from a lovely sunny, it was sunny earlier on, from a lovely Ashton upon something or another in the Manchester area. I'm trying to find me maps now, because I can't even remember the name of the place. Oh, it's just Ashton. Ashton? Yeah, Ashton. So from Ashton in Greater Manchester. Take care, guys, and I'll speak to you. If I don't see you before, I'll see you next week. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.